Biological development issue. Mia is a Year 9 female student who is undergoing puberty with early maturation. She may be at risk for numerous problems including depressed mood, negative body image, eating disorders, delinquency, aggressive behavior, and school problems. Mia has early maturation, which is a disadvantage in Western cultures, and it helps explain why early maturing girls have higher rates of depressed mood, negative body image, and eating disorders. Mia's early physical development may attract the attention of older male peers, which increases the risk of engaging in sexual relationships or marry at a younger age.
In the vineyard, Mia complains that she often forgets science and math class content and not being able to keep up. The forgetfulness may be caused due to Mia's puberty hormone change. The increase in sex hormones impacts brain structure. The front part of the brain is called prefrontal cortex, that serves as the vital control center that is responsible for planning, focus, memory, and is the last area to mature. Secondly, Mia may not get enough sleep and is sleep deprived. Teenagers require an average of 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. Inadequate sleep can result in lack of attention, short-term memory lapse, and judgment dysfunctions. Lastly, digital dementia may be the cause of Mia's memory issue. Digital dementia is a term coined by neuroscientist Manfred Spitzer. Spitzer proposes that short-term memory pathways will start to deteriorate from underuse if we overuse technology.
Social-emotional issues. Mia receives very little supporting positive peers relationship, as she only has 2 friends at school. Peers serves an important source of social support and companionship during adolescence. Mia is undergoing stressful emotional state by cyberbullying. Cyberbullying can cause many problems, such as distraction of self-esteem, social isolation, poor academic performance. It can also lead to difficulty in performing healthy relationships, and most importantly, victims can develop severe problems, such as anxiety and depression. Mia is under pressure of poor family financial situation, so Mia may work after school to support the family financially.
Mia has 6 risks that can be categorized under 3 perspectives. Firstly, she often distracted when checking phones can be potentially classified under early puberty, which fall into biological perspective. Psychological-wise, skipping classes, not be able to keeping up with the class and sometimes forgetful, might be sleep issue caused by cognitive factor in learning aspect. Unlike traits, her states might act as an extroverted person online, which potentially causing cyberbullies can be another cognitive aspect in terms of risk-taking. Lastly, in social-emotional perspective, she has only 2 close friends, plus family has a language barrier. It might cause lack of communication with schools, other parents, or social communities. In addition, potential family economic difficulties can cause low self-esteem.
Interventions. Firstly, focus on Maya's strengths, her interest, and her mastery experience. Secondly, to deal with her issues based on her deficiency. By reinforcing Maya's confidence on subjects like math, science, and visual arts, to encourage Maya to participate in different clubs in terms of things she's good at. This will positively broaden Maya's friend circle by knowing someone who may share similar interests and hobbies. Happiness and wholesome interaction with others can offset Maya's sadness and depression, as peers serves as an important source of social support and companionship during adolescence. As her teacher, I should facilitate Maya to make more friends, but improve the quality of her relationship among her and other students. I need to be conscious and sensitive during Maya's cases. For example, Maya has less friends. I need to understand her cognitive development has not happened at the same level as her physical looking. I also need to pay attention and assist her together with efforts from her family. For example, to reach out her family by involving someone who knows her home language. This is to create a safe and belonging external environment for Maya's emotional happiness. To promote resilience is another critical part for teachers to encourage and to support Maya. Having a helpful, positive attitude towards Maya or any young people of adolescent age is a basic interpersonal skills which can lead to a successful relationship among a teacher and students.
Be cautious and sensitive when dealing with the negative sides arising from early maturation. When Mia has troubles getting along with others, teachers need to understand that although she looks physically older, her cognitive development has not happened at the same rate as her appearance. Encourage herself to believe she can excel at school and pursue her university study, utilizing social persuasion to get feedback from others. The weakness is that Mia will possibly get negative feedback about her appearance and ability to bring down her self-efficacy level. Positive psychology interventions for Mia. This includes goal setting for Mia with clear study plan, strengths identification and development for Mia, facilitating Mia to appreciate positive emotion and mindset. Strengths-based approach to assist Mia. Encourage Mia to develop her strengths in sports and physical exercises. Character strengths are the positive parts of your personality that impact how you think, feel, behave, which are the keys to being your best self. Provide specific feedback to Mia. Teachers need to provide comment with the effort Mia put in, the process Mia went through, the learnings Mia received from mistakes, and the recognition of persistence that Mia presented throughout the process.
In order to address Mia's issues around her cognitive development, the following approaches are suggested to help boosting her learning potentials as well as maintaining a healthy growth through her adolescence period. First, strategies related to cognitive load theory. These can include worked examples to teach complex maths or scientific formulas, presenting oral and visual information together when trying to deliver and explain complicated concepts. By using these strategies, it can minimize unnecessary overload on Mia's working memory, and meantime allowing her to increase working memory capacity. The limitations of these strategies is it may not work well without Mia's learning motivation. Second, physical activities. Regular exercise is proven to improve brain function and protect memory. It can improve sleep quality as well. So Mia's strength in sports can actually help her to improve her bad memory situation. However, she may not have enough time to find balance among her busy study load and busy family lifestyle. Third, doodling. Scientific research has shown that doodling can improve memory and engage brain's executive resources. By introducing doodling into the classroom, it can benefit Mia to feel more engaged, and she may enjoy learning math and science again. Especially Mia is enthusiastic about visual art. The disadvantage of doodling is that it might distract other people in the same classroom.
As a teacher, I would adapt a grip method to intervene Mia's behaviors. First of all, I will find an after-school opportunity, have a conversation with Mia, gathering her current situation as much as possible, knowing what she's doing, what is her biggest concern, what are the problems she needs to help. In this case, not only monitoring her at school schedule, but also understanding her arrangements after school. Instead of having a conversation at classroom or at my office, the venue can be chosen at school library or sports ground. By creating a relaxed environment for students, will significantly helping her ease some of the stresses, showing my sympathy and respond to her feelings. On the other hand, since she has a supportive family, I would also want to catch up with Mia's parents to know other aspects of Mia, such as what did she do at home, whether she helps family with chores or not, did she need to work to support family economically or physically. Let her parents know she might encounter cyberbullies and not be able to keep up with her class, to see whether her parents can help with her study or not. At least spare some time helping her deal with her stressful emotion. Peer influence is another effective way to help Mia. She has 2 close friends. I would involve her friends setting up some regular routine with her. Maybe come to school with her to make sure she's not skipping class, help with class contents, and helping with moral development and deal with cyber issues. In my class, I might adjust the study loads, assign relatively easy tasks in a short time period to help Mia catch up with her study, using more positive language helping her set up a positive growth mindset. The disadvantage with this intervention could be gathering information online. It can be challenging and complicated. Being anonymous makes cyberbullies harder to trace. The teacher might need to involve specialists to intervene to stop contact in cyberbullies if the situation has potential risks to harm her. In addition, in terms of mental health and well-being, it can be difficult to assess how severe to the mental damage, and it then might involve a long-term monitoring and treatments.
Hi, this is Yongfei. My student number is 1645-1634. This unit has offered me many hands-on knowledge about how to teach teenagers. Through learning this useful theory, now I can be more alert and reflective when I'm preparing the common language teaching program. As many useful pedagogy theories are the essential guarantee to a successful teaching purposes. For example, I can apply the short-term memory theory with teaching the students numbers, as a short-term memory has a limited capacity and stored information, whereas a long-term memory has unlimited capacity. So in order to let the students remember the Chinese traditional food, the dumplings, rather than delivering lesson with a book and a paper, I can run a dumpling making workshop to stimulate students' visualization skills, eye-hand coordination skills, and language center at the same time, so they can remember this Chinese culture relevant activity for long term. Next, I will interpret some theories of the unit within my Chinese common language teaching experience. Theories like declarative schema also can be effectively applied into the workshop. For example, the ingredients origin of the dumplings are the declarative schemas. Procedural schemas is about how to make dumplings, and conditional schemas is when to apply the declarative and procedural knowledge. For example, students follow teacher's instruction to make dumplings in Chinese Lunar New Year celebration. Cultural schema is about knowledge shaped by the cultural practice. For example, the Chinese people eat dumplings at the New Year Eve. And this is my presentation of the reflection I've learned from the unit. Thank you.
I'm Jeanne Zhou, 2025876. What a journey of studying this subject and understanding cognitive, physiological, and social-emotional needs of adolescents. Human memory and cognitive load have significant impacts on students' learning in the classroom. As British educationalist Dylan Whelan stated, cognitive load theory was the single most important things for teachers to know. This unit has provided me with useful theories to deliver a successful teaching outcome. When I teach the Chinese festivals in the community language school, the declarative schemas take place when the students are learning the technique of how to read and pronounce those Chinese culture and festivals. The conditional schemas happen when I ask a question about the festivals so the students can apply particular declarative knowledge. The culture schema happens when learning the Chinese culture of those festivals, such as the Spring Festival and the Mid-Autumn Festival. Also, there are 3 types of cognitive load: intrinsic, German, and extraneous load. In the classroom, I need to minimize the extraneous load and reduce the redundant and split attention materials. Again, when I teach the unit of Chinese festivals, the unit focuses should be placed on the development of students' intrinsic and German load abilities. I need to reduce extraneous load. When introducing the expressions of the festivals, I just need to explain the concepts orally. Written text should be avoided as it would impact students' learning and understanding. This can effectively eliminate the redundancy of two sources of information which are deemed as wasteful load. Additionally, to manage the split attention situation, I can present the textual and graphical information of those famous Chinese festivals at the same time to achieve more effective learning outcome. Thank you.
My name is Elaine Wang, and I'm from Community Language Cohort. Thank you for your time today to listen to my reflection. G. Stanley Hall described in his 1904 book that adolescence is a period of storm and stress. I cannot agree more after completing this unit. Without study, I wouldn't thought that there are so many things happening throughout the adolescence period. I'm sure all this knowledge that I learned will shape and influence my future teaching practice. Adolescent mental health is an area which I'm particularly interested in, especially studying this unit during the very uncertain period time of COVID-19. Students' well-being is a very important element of education. Teachers also play a vital role to look after students' welfare and safety whilst they're in school. Strategies like positive coping, mindfulness, awareness all sound very effective that I will consider to use in future. Of course, my teaching will not be successful without the support and collaboration with various people within the wide school community like principals, colleagues, parents and caregivers, etc. The policies and resources that we went through during the online week have equipped me with the knowledge of where to find the information needed when dealing with these people in different scenarios. My KLA is Chinese. Something that I'm thinking of trying is to integrate social-emotional learning into the classroom. One example might be to design a unit of work about emotions, say how to express your feelings in simple Chinese, how to say happy, sad, cry, laughter, etc. Through the lessons, students not only acquire the language ability, but at the same time, they also find ways to look after their emotions. The other strategy I will promote in my classroom will be daily 1-minute meditation. In Chinese, it is called 坐禅. I would like to be a teacher that not only passing on my knowledge to the students, but also someone that they can trust and have positive relationship with. I will try my best to go towards that way. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zhou. There are a couple of things that I have learned from this subject. Firstly, most commonly believe that adolescents' cognitive development might not as quick as biological development, which might cause risk-taking possibilities. However, Epstein argues teenage should be legally given the option to work, start a business, or even sign contracts. In my business KOA, I would encourage those cognitive well-development students start to focus on investing themselves in their interests. For example, from the migration family, a lot of second-generation kids, their family are running business, such as traditional Chinese restaurant or Italian restaurant. Instead of playing online games, online social chatting, which might cause potential cyberbullies or sexual activities, I would suggest them using their existing business knowledge to help parents to promote their business online, expanding their business territory and building up potential customer base, particularly during extreme circumstances such as COVID-19 pandemic. Another thing that I adopted to my teaching area is to deliberately giving them opportunity to practice high-element interactivity. High-element interactivity is multiple elements that interact and it needs to be learned simultaneously. For example, when they take customer order, quoting the price online, instead of simply quoting the pizza price, they might promote a meal package, such as garlic bread along with the pizza or Coke. Or maybe they can make some recommendations based on the customer needs. The outcome for those are not only use the business knowledge in their real life to maximize the profit, but also simultaneously stimulate their cognitive development.